Hi. Now I've been doing a load of work on the galleries this week, so I thought it'd be useful just to do a quick video just to show you through the main parts of this. So I've got the my testing site I use here, and I've come into the control panel, and I'm in the Manage Gallery Groups page here. Okay, now you see I've got a couple of groups already set up. So what I'm going to do is just very quickly I'll show you if you want to set up a new gallery, so you can have as many galleries as you like within the site, but you can only have one per page. Alright, if we go to here, and what I'm going to do is add a new one, so we'll just call it new gallery. You can call it anything you like, it's not published on the site or anything like that, it's purely for your own reference. So we'll just add that, and there we are, that's now a new group. It's got the generic settings, which you can then go in and muck around with and change, which I'll show you on these other groups in a second. Because there's no entries in there yet, there's no listings, you can delete that. So if you've got kind of ones that you've set up in the past and don't use, you can just get rid of them there. Okay, so now we have the group we're going to work with. You'll see it's already got 104 listings in there. So what I'm going to do is actually get this set to display on the gallery page here. Alright, so to do that, we literally just click on here, click on the gallery page, click set, and when we go to refresh the page here, there we are, there's your gallery. Okay, so that will now display the full set of videos, images, or comments, whatever you have in there. Alright, but that can, if you've got a lot of listings, that can really be quite slow, especially on a mobile when you've got if they've got a bad connection, etc., and can look like the page isn't loading at all, because all the images have to load before the page is then rendered and displayed. So what you can do, if you do have a lot, is just on here, click on to the load limit here, and we're going to set that just to 6. Okay, and we click save. Now when we go back to the page and refresh it, you'll see that yep, those 6 have loaded. But what if you look at you can see from the scroll bar here that it's almost at the bottom of the page, and then as you get there it then loads the next 6 and so on. Okay, so you can see that in action there. So that makes the initial page load much faster. Alright, so that's going to be a big advantage on a mobile, and I've actually got my mobile set up here, so we can just scroll up. Maybe I'll refresh it. I think it's loaded a lot of them already, so you're not actually seeing that. So there we go. Okay, so it loads them up, then loads the next 6. Okay, so that's a lot quicker. So if you do have big galleries, try setting that. You can set it up to 20 at a time. If anyone wants different numbers put in, I can do whatever. What I might do is put things like 12, because where you've got kind of 3 in a row here, if you were to set that to 10, let's say, and refresh that, it would load those 10 and then load another 10. Okay, so I will sort that kind of thing out. I'm going to be making a lot more tweaks to these over the next probably the next week or so. Okay, so a couple of other little things you can do is you can use the snippet text. So when you're adding or editing a listing, you can create a snippet text, which is just a very short part of the comments. And if you set that, I know this one here, for example, Mark has set a snippet for this. If we save that, there we are, and refresh the page, you'll now see that the snippet text comes up. So that means what you could do is show just like a major part of the comment. You know, they might have sent you quite a long testimonial, and what you can do is just on this bit is show just the really important bits, when they click the open to go to the individual page for that, then they can see the whole text, and you can also add your own comments to be shown underneath that. Okay, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So if we click to go back here, okay, so that's the snippet text, the load limit. You can also change the order in which things are displayed, so you can order it by date, you can also order it by title, and you can do them in descending or ascending order. The date descending is the usual one, because then you'll get the latest listing shown at the top. Okay. If you put the show date added, click on that. What that does, it just adds there the date at which the listing was added in. Now, that's not necessarily relevant for the vast majority, but it's there if you decide that that would be useful. Okay. Now, last thing, which can be dead handy, is the style, because what you can do with this is very easily just change style. So let's put this one to the video gallery. This was initially just for videos, but it's now a lot more flexible, so I will rename these, but it won't really affect anything in here. It is just a name, and there you go. So there's a different style. Okay, if we go to the circular images, for example, here, click on refresh, and there we are. There's a different style for you. Now, just a note on this one, some have said the images on some of them, let's see if I got here, for example, it can show this space on the side. That's just because this particular image is very thin. All right, so some of these galleries will suit certain types of images better than others. This one is, square images are absolutely ideal. Landscape ones are fine, but where you've got it in portrait mode like that, they're not really best suited for this gallery style. All right, but you can just muck around with these and just try things out. I've got a comments only, and that is literally, you'll see, it doesn't load the images at all. Okay, it just loads the comments on there. Not sure how useful that is. It was actually just so that I had one for people who just wanted to put comments in, and it didn't have to muck around with deciding whether to load an image or not, etc. All right, but it's there if you want it. So there we go. That's the main parts of actually setting up a gallery. Let me just show you quickly. If we go into here, editing and edit gallery listings, if you've got multiple galleries, you'll be dead pleased with this, because I've now separated it, so you just pick to edit from the individual galleries that you've got set up, whereas before they were all in one long list. It became very, very complicated, and I know for a couple who have got loads and loads of different galleries, it was just a nightmare. So I've now split this up. So what you'll do is, obviously the more you've got, you'll just get them listed one under the other, and you go to the one that you want to change, and there you are. You can just find your person there. So let's change this back here. Oh, let's get rid of that one. Don't need that page. We'll go back to here, and I just want to very quickly show you the bits and pieces on the listings page. So let's go to, what's his on? Okay, let's find him. So you'll see what I mean about the snippet code, which is here. Okay, so where you've got this long comment, whatever, you don't have to have that all showing. Just take a bit and just put it in there, and that will show on this page. The full comment will then show when they open it onto their own individual page. All right, and that's really it. There's a lot more you can do with this. As I say, Mark uses videos in this, so this is an ID from his video on YouTube, and all you do is you just go to the video, put the code in here, and that will automatically display on the page. It really is as simple as that. So if you see here, this is the bit where you actually assign it to a group, and you'll see that we've got the two groups that I've set up on this site, the Parsers Picks and Group 2, and you literally, if you've put it in the wrong one, you just save it there. If you're going to add a new listing, then you do that here. Alright, so you put in their name, or whatever the title is. If it's, you know, a video of a junction, you just put in a main title. Put the main comments in here. For your parsers, that should be their comments that you're putting in there. But you can add your own comments underneath here. In the snippet, this should be just short, so limit that to 150 characters or so, okay? And the same for the alt tag. This can be used by the searches, but please don't be tempted to spam it with a list of the areas you cover, etc. You know, it should be something that's unique for that particular photo. By all means, put, you know, kind of driving lessons your area, but have it, I don't know, something like you know, Francis passed first time with our driving lessons in, or something along those lines. Okay, so there we are. It really is as simple as that. You can have unlimited number of entries. You can have an unlimited number of galleries shown on as many pages in the site as you like. You can change your styles whenever you like. I will be introducing some more styles which will be used in the various packages, you know, the silver, gold, etc. So those will be hopefully following on fairly soon. But I just wanted to get this out there and make sure that everything is working. Obviously, I've done, you know, a bit of my testing, but it's when it's out in the real world and you guys are using it that we get to kind of identify any potential bugs, etc. So if you've got any problems using any of this, if there's anything that's not working right, or you feel that you've got, you know, any ideas that could help me improve it, whether it's in the functionality within the control panel or on the sites itself, please just let me know. Okay, well, I hope that's useful, and I hope this will help you get more from your galleries on your sites. All right, cheers for now.